Welcome to Recovery in Place. For today's mobility routine, we'll be working through the mid-back with some exercises. What are you going to need? PVC or a broomstick, something like that. I'm also going to use a foam roller here. This doesn't have to be a foam roller. Yoga block works great. Something just to be able to drive your knees against. We're going to have it in between the legs here. Also something to sit on. We're going to need a pad and some wall space. So a little bit more equipment today. So starting off, we're going to do a little bit of a rotational drill from a seated position. So I'm going to take my foam roller here. I'm going to go lengthwise. If you have something that's narrow, you can go with that. If you're a really long one, just go with it narrow. It's totally fine. I'm just going to show it as a lengthwise position. All right. So from here, I'm driving my knees actively into the foam roller. Right. So I'm creating some tension there. I'm going to be nice and tall through the torso here. So nice and neutral spine position. PVC is going to come behind the back of my neck here. And we're working with a little bit of rotation. So what I'm going to start off doing is I'm going to rotate to my left just a little bit, right? This could be you to start with. If you want to kick this up a little bit, I'm going to add a little bit of a side bend, all right? I should feel this in my mid-back. If you're feeling it in the lower back, recheck your spine position or don't do the side bend, all right? So once I've got there, I'm going to go a little bit further, all right? So I'm going 3 points. My second point, I'm going to go for the lean here and one more spot. And there's my last spot, all right? It gets pretty tight back there. Again, I'm not forcing range here. I'm kind of working with what I have and slowly thinking about opening it up. I'm going to go to my right now. So nice and tall, I rotate. I'm going to add the side bend in. A little bit of side bend from, again, the mid-back there. All right, rotating. A little side bend for the mid-back. We'll go one more spot. Pretty tight on that right-hand side. Again, neutral spine, and I'm going to do one more. All right, so I'm going to the left now again. A little bit of side bend if you want. A little bit further. Side bend. A little bit further. Side bend. And again, reset. We're going to go to the right again. So pick your first spot a little bit. And side bend if you like. Rotate a little bit more. Side bend. A little bit more. Side bend, all right? It can be pretty tight on this, so again, don't force the range of rotation. I'm not trying to cause injury. I'm just kind of exploring that rotation and seeing what I have. And the side bend too, just kind of sees, what sides are feeling a little bit tighter than others. My right side's definitely a lot tighter. So from there, let's just put the broomstick or PVC to the side there. We're going to use the foam roller or just something that's going to like yoga block just to elevate my leg in this next position. So I'm going to be using the pad here. I'm going to come on down to the ground, and I'm going to lie on my side. So once I'm lying on my side here, right, I'm directly on my side, shoulders are stacked, I'm going to bend my top leg and use that foam roller to help support it. My knee is a little bit higher than where my hip would be, right? I'm nicely still stacked in line. I haven't rotated over or back. And again, shoulders are going to be stacked in line. From here, front arm that's on the bottom, it's going to go down. Top hand, we're going to do some basically circles here. So what's going to happen is I'm going to trace around here. I'm going to kind of watch this. Notice how I'm opening up. Now I'm looking at the ceiling. If this comes back, right, arm rotates down, and then it comes back to that start position. All right, we're going to get 5 of these. Just nice and smooth. Get a little bit of rotation as you're doing this. Breathe. 5 total. All right, again, I shouldn't have felt any pain with that. If you did, or you can't go all that full range and make that full circle, maybe come a little bit higher and find a spot that isn't painful and still work through that if you can, all right? I'm gonna go on my other side because I've got my 5 reps. So I'm going on to, now my left side will be down. On my side here, got my pad, foam roller here, top leg bends. Knee is gonna be a little bit above where my hip is gonna be. Nicely stacked here with the shoulders. Bottom arm's going to be straight. Top arm here. And I'm going to go with my rotations here. So make sure your pad's in a good spot. Watching that opening up. All right, nice good circle. Come back. 5 reps total. Work that breath. All right, once I got my 5 reps, I can get rid of the foam roller, and I'm just gonna need my pad and the wall now, all right? So for setting this up, I like to kind of start off initially maybe about a foot away from the wall to begin with. If you need to, if your shoulders are pretty tight, you may want to scoot yourself a little bit further away. If you're pretty mobile, you could go closer. I'd start about a foot away. So from here, I'm going to start with my right knee down. The left leg is going to be bent. I'm going to be nice and tall through the torso here. And I'm going to squeeze my back glute that has the knee down here. So basically my right leg's down, squeezing the right glute. The left leg is going to be blocked on the inside of my left leg. So I'm creating a little bit of tension here. From here, my hand's going to be placed on the wall, palm is facing. From here, I'm going to watch my hand as I do a nice little half circle. Right? Look for that half circle. Right? If you couldn't go all the way back, that's fine. Work with what you got. Or you can also scoot a little bit further away from the wall. I'm going to get 5 reps here. Nice and easy going back and forth. If you find you're elevating your shoulder a lot to get it over, like I'm doing right now, kind of like I'm scrunching up, definitely maybe scoot yourself a little bit farther away from the wall, just so you can keep your shoulder more in neutral position as you do this. Let me get one more. Nice. Once you got your 5, switch the sides here. So I'm going to come over. So now basically it's my left leg that's down to squeeze the left glutes. Right leg, take that right hand, I'm going to block on the inside of the leg here. Hand goes on the wall, palm is facing. From here, nice and tall at the torso, 5 reps. Tracing it, going to where you feel comfortable, working the half circle. Again, if you're pretty tight, you may not be able to go all the way, that's totally fine. Or you can also scoot yourself a little bit further away from the wall to make it a little bit easier. Just watching that hand as you go. All right. So that is all I've got for you today. Thanks for coming by and checking this out. This has been Recover in Place.